Hi, I'm Mark Mancini with VRBO Outstanding. This week's episode is on property management systems, or PMS systems, and why you need to have one even if you only have one property. So stay tuned. So welcome back. Now, I'm going to make the case as to why you should have a PMS system. I had a PMS system several years ago when I only had one property. And people ask, Mark, why? Well, back then, I got it simply for the accidental damage protection. I wasn't real happy with the protection I had with VRBO, so I opted for a third-party one. And when I was introduced to owner reservations, that's why I got it. And throughout the years, I peeled back the layers of the onion and I started using more and more of their features. But let's talk about all the PMS systems, because there's some other good ones out there too. There's Guesty, Hospitable, Lodgify, and a couple other new ones that are coming out. Before you decide which PMS system is best for you, you need to first define your problem. You can't buy software if you don't know what you're buying it for, right? So people oftentimes get these either because they're told this is what they need, or they want to know what's the best software out there. Well, the best software for one person may be different for three other people. One common theme I hear people say all the time is the user interface, or UI, in owner reservations is antiquated or hard to navigate or difficult to navigate. I don't disagree, but it just takes time to get used to it. There are other ones out there that are very user-friendly and very easy to use, but they lack some of the features. So what I want you to do is first ask yourself, why am I getting this PMS system? Is it to automate all of my processes? Or is it because I'm looking for something that's going to help build a direct booking platform? Now, if it's the first one, you want to automate your processes, you can literally choose any of them out there. All of them do automations in almost every degree. Now, if you're looking to do direct book, I maintain that owner reservations is the only one that has all of the tools that you need to direct book, using DocuSign to sign your rental agreements, accidental damage protection, even with bedbug protection. And they also have the ability to take deposits, to grab them and then release them all automatically. They also provide for $10 a month a beautiful website, easy to construct, that will generate those bookings for you. Now, the important thing I want to share with you about a PMS system and why I'm going to make this case is very simple. Right now, I only have two properties. Some of you may have more than one. You may have 10, okay? So you're going to have to learn to automate things simply because you've got so much work to do. Now let me explain automation. My whole focus, what I do all day long, is I take leads and I convert them into bookings. Once they book, guess what I do? Nothing, okay? The PMS system handles everything. I don't have to do a darn thing. And that is important for a couple reasons. Number one, it does everything for me, so if I forget, hey, I'm human, I can forget things, it doesn't matter. The system will remember and the system will do it. And there's a lot to do. In my course at VRBO Outstanding, I talk about the 4 contacts. We reach out to the guests who book with us 4 different times. I have a distinct script that I stick to ensure and elicit the 5-star review that I deserve with each and every stay. Now, it also automates my locks. It goes ahead and programs the last 4 digits of their cell phone number to the lock code. I don't have to do it. I don't have to remember to do it. In fact, you can create rules. If the rental agreement is not signed, if the deposit is not collected, it will not remit the code for the door lock. So it's a fail-safe to help you get protection that you need. This automation is key. Now, I say this because throughout my years of 35 years or so starting and selling businesses throughout the course. In fact, I had an IT company I built from zero and sold 15 years later to a publicly traded company. That's where I've gotten the most experience on automation. I was able to build a company that did large numbers with a small staff because we automated things. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. You can build a very profitable, lucrative business by automation. So this is where the PMS system comes into place, using triggers and templates to do everything for you. With many of these systems, you're gonna wanna do a professional setup. The setup you only do one time, and often there's a lot you can overlook. So you'll want to make sure you get a professional, either the manufacturer or someone who knows the inside and outs of that system to help you set it up. Once you have it set up, you should know how to use every single part of it, but you should definitely get some help in part with that setup to make sure everything is complete. The great thing about that is whether you are just on Airbnb or just on VRBO and you want to add the other platform or add Florida Rentals or one of the other platforms out there, you have everything set up in your PMS, and every time you add a new channel, it does the listing for you. You have all of your descriptions and rooms and photographs. I don't know about you, doing a listing for me takes almost a full day. It's very tedious work. I'm very particular with everything. I like to get granular, and honestly, if you try to do a listing in an hour, it's gonna look like crap. It's great to focus your time and do it once in one place. And then this way, if you need to make any changes, whether it's the photographs or verbiage, you can then just update it by being API integrated to VRBO, AirBNB, Florida Rentals, and many other channel platforms that it supports with integration. Now, so aside from automation, there's integrations. You should definitely make sure that all of the PMS systems that you're looking at and narrowing it down to have integration to all the smart locks, especially the ones you're using. It may be beneficial to integrate with QuickBooks, especially if you do property management for other people. Okay, so definitely look at what you're going to be doing with the software. I truly believe there's not a one size fits all. For some people, maybe Hospitable is better or Guesty is better. But from what I've seen in my experience, if you're focused on direct bookings, OwnerRez is really your platform. Again, just get one, get any PMS system. Because when you do that, you're investing in yourself and your company. So this investment in yourself is really in time savings. For those of you who manually do some of these processes, calculate how much time you spend each month. Now, I've done some of that. And honestly, it's a good 20 hours a month. I pay $40 a month per home with OwnerRez. And honestly, for 20 hours, $40, that's a no-brainer. I mean, I'd rather have 20 hours of my time back for $40 easily. So remember to invest in yourself and focus that time that you're going to save getting more business. It's also, like I said, going to help you get that direct book website. Focus on that. Don't worry about Airbnb or VRBO. Worry about yourself. Promote your brand, your website, do your direct bookings, because your customers are either going to save on that service charge, or you're going to by lowering the rate, they're going to save on the service charge, or you're going to keep the rate the same and you're going to keep that service charge. Wouldn't you like to make some more money? I know I would too. Now, speaking of money, we told you every week we have a special for you. I'm going to have a code right here. It can only be used one time. Now this code, use that one time. The first person that uses it, that's it. It's going to reduce the price of our course at VRBOutstanding.com from $795 to $199. One-time use to help you guys out build your business so you could be as successful as my students are. I hope I shared some good information on why you need a PMS. And we'll have a future episode on probably each of the different PMSs, their strengths and weaknesses. But again, first define your problem. Why do you need a PMS? What is your end goal? And then from there, the sky's the limit. Thanks again for joining us this week on VRB Outstanding. And don't forget the like and subscribe button. We'll see you again next week.